crows had lost a talon, but the demon of Virantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due. And they would all be paid in blood.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
The demon in Lucanus. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well, we'd have to,
You'd have to kill me.
That can't be the only solution. Can't we reason with Spite, maybe? Persuade it to leave?
Talk doesn't work on spite.
He doesn't want to hurt you. How rare. Everyone else does. I want to talk to him.
before we do, well, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them. I want to talk to Rook.
Lucanus!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
What did he do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way?
But he could just take you over, make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but kind of good news, in a way.
You're bleeding. Maybe that's not fine.
He won't kill me. He cannot do that and get what he wants. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
No offense, but having an abomination in the lighthouse makes me nervous.
Well, being an abomination makes me nervous too.
Lucanus.
Please.
You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer, though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean?
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Minrathos. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
When the first talent of the crows gives you a job, you do it. Especially if she's your grandmother. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
The crossroads can be dicey, but the lighthouse is safe. Oh, and if you see a spirit around called the Caretaker, they're friendly.
After the ossuary, that will be a pleasant change. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say he picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
We should know. Is there anything in particular that upsets Spite?
Not getting his way. Getting his way and not liking the outcome.
Sounds like a child.
Have you seen a child when they realize they don't control the world? Except Spite's anger has real power behind it. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
I'm heading out to practice my new magic. I could use some moral support. I really have to get better at using my new abilities. Don't want to drop a rock on someone's head.
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads.
The deeper currents.
That scent. Can't place it.
Coffee. Like Hilario and I smelled in the kitchen where we grew up, but that cannot be right.
Could be magic from the ancient elves. The hunter. Here. Since when do the Untough fight alongside undead?
No principles are sacred when gods demand a quick conquest.
The Demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before the demon.
You don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
Thea told me you were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know, it's actually the opposite. I'm afraid of what you are.
And brutally honest. She didn't mention that part.
I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens. But I won't let someone else turn on my friends. No matter how scared I am.
Good. Keep your bow close.
This should be perfect. It's wide open, lots of rocks, and away from people. I don't want to try anything where I could hit someone.
Oh, this sounds exciting.
I know. Come on.
Being able to move the terrain's gonna be really useful for a scout.
Getting up high, for good vantage.
Let's try it out for practice.
All right. See this rock? I'm gonna move it. Oh, awkward.
Maybe if you used words?
What? Tell the rock what to do?
Sort of.
It's not a dog.
Yeah, but just try it.
Fly! Oh, you are the worst. The worst! So, a mental cue. Some kind of emotional trigger.
You're thinking too hard about it. Maybe think less and feel more. Have fun. Go with what feels good.
Feels good. Right. Connection. Joy. Fun. You know, we would sometimes go to the shore of Lake Calenhad in summer. My friends and I would collect stones and see who could build the best rock fort. I bet my fort would be the best now. Oh. It worked! It worked! That was a great idea, Rook!
I haven't seen you look this happy in a while, Harding.
I know. Life, right? Let's not talk about it. I just want to enjoy the moment. Being around you makes me feel lighter somehow.
Your hair's so bright in the sunlight. Sorry, it's just really pretty.
Oh, thanks.
Are you blushing?
No. I mean, yeah. You try moving rocks with your mind. I mean, I should go practice more. Shouldn't I? I should.
I wonder what's up there. Think you could find us a route?
Maybe. I'll take a look. Leave it to me.
I bet you could move this to give us something to climb on.
I'm on it.
Well done. Let's find another rock for you to practice on.
Bliss in oneness. A voice, a chorus.
What?
I don't know. I was just saying something, wasn't I? Just came to me.
Want to try another one?
Why not? There you go.
Practice is really helping, huh?
I might even be ready for a bigger challenge now. So many rocks. And they feel different. That one's granite. That one's slate. I think that one might be quartz. I wonder if the rock's composition affects my magic. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Let's get back to it. Practicing, I mean.
Good work. You got the hang of this stone thing.
I'm definitely getting there.
What was that?
Someone's in trouble.
Over here, Harding. We need to move quick.
Please, someone! Is anyone out there?
Someone's in trouble. We need to go.
There he is. Let's hurry. Easy.
Maker, I thought I was dead for sure.
How are you feeling? How's the leg?
Broken, I think. But I'm alive. And I'm grateful for that. The rocks. How did you do that?
Harding?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sister, I feel you, touched by the ancients as I was. Find me. Look to those closest to the stone, and find me.
Harding? What's wrong? What are you hearing?
I'm sorry. Let's just get our friend to safety. and then we'll talk. Okay.
Minrathous, the heart of Tevinter. Somehow the beat of it always pulls me back. Steady pulse of secrets, corruption, you name it. Trust no one. Expect the worst. And you might just get by.
Did the Shadow Dragons know we're here?
Nev Gallus! You only turn up when you want news. Or you've got some.
Tarquin. You look, well,
Appearances can be deceiving.
sounds like a story.
Just living ungifted in a world made for mages.
Rook, meet the Viper.
It's good to meet you. Both of you.
And you.
So why the meeting? Is this about your work with Varric?
Something terrible got loose when we disrupted Solas' ritual. A pair of elven gods.
Gods?
They blighted a village in Arlethan, Demeter's Crossing.
There are venatory whispers about that place. Now we know why.
What's been happening in the city?
Underground sacrifices, dangerous relics flooding the black market. The cults gathering power.
You'd think people would reconsider their choices after surviving a citywide demon attack.
The cult hasn't changed. They want control of Tevinter and a return to the old ways. And if an ancient power promises just that, damn it. We were tracking a set of red lyrium relics before you got here. Smuggled in recently.
They enhance blood magic and can summon demons far too easily. We destroyed one and tore another off a slaver.
We think the third's right here in Docktown.
Docktown's my home. If it's got problems and I'm here, I can track this faster than anyone in the city.
Hold on. I'm happy to help.
It's fine. I can catch up with you.
We don't know where the gods are or what they're doing. We're here for help. It's fair I give some in return.
The relics don't play nice with the Veil, and they resonate with each other. We destroyed the lyrium in the last one we found, but it should still track the third.
Give it to me. I'll get it done.
We'll keep eyes on the Venatori. If there's a tie to these elven gods, we'll find it.
Ready for a tour of Docktown? Stick with me.
The relic the Viper gave us responds to the missing one.
And it is. It should pick up places where the missing relic disrupted the Veil. Find a trail of those and we'll get somewhere.
Found all this myself. Treasure.
So you live in Docktown?
My whole life. Unless I'm away on a case. Or crashing in the Fade.
Harding said the Archon's palace shot at you last time you were here. And now we're chasing a dangerous relic through the streets.
And people wonder why I never get sleep. Aha! The relic's pulling toward the Temple of Andraste.
The demons, they...
What happened? It's locked down, sir. Keep it under control. Yes, sir.
Locked. We need another way in.
Right, on it.
We're breaking into a chantry?
We broke into a prison. But no. The courtyard's public ground.
Is this what you do for the Shadow Dragons, when you aren't with us?
I look for things. People, objects, information. People have problems that Templars and Magisters can't help. Or won't. Word got out I might. It's enough to live on. If it doesn't get me killed.
Bodies in the courtyard.
Stay sharp. Killed. Based on the marks, I'd say demons.
Definitely.
Demons. Is this the relic's work?
It's not a coincidence. couldn't escape the demons. If there's family or a friend, I can track them down. Make sure they know. The relic we're chasing, it's unstable.
Where it moves, chaos follows.
This isn't the only market left on the Veil. I can feel it. Find that, and we may get more. Here goes nothing.
Relic. Courtyard. Back way.
What was that?
It's a remnant. An echo from the Fae drawn to magical disruptions. If the relic drew it here, the voice could be a memory of the smuggler. Courtyard's quiet, fewer eyes, so you cut through here, where there's a path to the market. Follow me. Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it. You got it. All right, follow me. You know, I took this job. It's on me. And the Venatori cult's no joke. If anyone wants out...
You get this job on the house.
All right, mage killer. Suit yourself.
Paintings, tapestries, floor coverings, beautify...
A lot on display. Nice target for thieves.
If a stand's not watched, there's a nasty spell on the most valuable item. And a random one, just for fun.
Thank you.
Demons in the store.
Guessing you know all the shortcuts in Docktown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Ducktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you. Sure thing.
Soon. The buyer. Meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
Wrong turn.
Nice relic.
Shouldn't it belong to the Venatori?
Not a chance.
Rook takes credit there. Oh, looks like we have company.
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're back in the city.
Templar Rana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
Rook, meet my friend Rana. At least I think we're friends.
Yes. And Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
I'd like to think so.
All right. If you have anything on the relic.
Thought Templars worked against mages.
This isn't the South. I work to stop illegal magic, that's all.
You're working the case alone?
Not if you help. There's a rumor the relic trades hands tonight, and Albin Bataris is the buyer.
A Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
Nev?
Get the feeling you two have stories.
And they all start like this.
With me annoying you? Harsh, but fair. Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
And you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway.
I'll catch up when I'm done.
If you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
Rana's not a shadow dragon, so you work with Templars too.
Rana's clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
The spillway?
Rana mentioned Albin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Albin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting this part of town, that narrows the search. A barrier. They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the unshielded crystals and we're
That's one down.
Must be one left. That's it. We can cut through the barrier now. We need to keep moving. Voices. There's someone up ahead.
Albin Bataris. Your relic.
Gods rise and power with them. For the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer, and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
You're supposed to.
He's using it now? Move! We need to get closer. We can't let him bolt.
We have our relic.
Venatori don't need that relic.
You're here to stop me. You can't stop Venatori. This power. Shut up! You won't walk away from here.
More demons. All of them break loose.
You won't be releasing any more demons.
And you're the smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Smuggling, sure. But Red Lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Here they are. My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. I appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori rise.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
So that's a day in Minrathous.
Like all the rest.
And here I thought we'd say hello to the Shadow Dragons and be on our way.
Someone's a dreamer. We got the relic and the smuggler. The shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. It's not perfect, but count your wins. You don't always get them, especially here.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From tonight's demons, anyway. Nev's past was coming back to haunt her. She just didn't know it yet.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
Oh, shit! No! Okay. Try again. Deep breaths. There. Oh, God, damn it! Oh no! Sorry. Just breaking things.
Want help? I could, I don't know, kick it or something?
Oh, yes. Just be careful. Some things don't do well. If you break them, I mean.
What kind of don't do well are we talking about?
Oh, you know, reality tears, wild magical energy. Also, for some reason, bees. I don't know why. And I don't know why this won't work. Thought I'd figured it out. But it keeps breaking, and I can't get my thoughts to line up.
You fixed the Illuvian, though.
The Illuvian was easy. Once I replaced the resonance crystals, adjusted the lyrium lens, it worked fine. I mean, I had to realign the matrices, but it just worked. Not like this thing.
You don't give yourself enough credit. You're smart. You'll figure it out.
Well, thank you for thinking that.
Of course. Also, what is it exactly?
It's the Nodus Durthalin, the 8th archive. I heard it was gone forever, but here it is.
So, what does it do?
It knows things, whatever its creator knew, at least. So much knowledge, all the wonders of Elvenon. Or at least bits of them, which is more than we have. Once I figure it out, at least, whoever made it was powerful, but clumsy. It's resonating off tempo. Need to match it. First, introduce a microfracture, but before that, you'll need the Fate harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Ruined a lot of relationships. Most of the people I'd been with didn't care for it. And I'm doing it. Again.
I could listen to you ramble all day.
Oh, well, same to you. Not that you ramble, you should talk more. I mean, you talk plenty. Just the right amount. Ideal talking. Okay. Anyway, the Nodus Durthalin. I'll get back to it. Soon. But I think I need a break. Maybe take a nap and I can finish later.
Personally, I always endorse napping.
Right. Never underestimate a good nap. Anyways, let me know if you need me. I'll be ready.
They'd found someone who could fix their mirror. One of Arlathan's own veil jumpers. Just what they were looking for. And Bellara had found something else. An artifact that held a wealth of lost knowledge. But a prize like that was going to attract more attention than they'd bargained for.
You've been quiet?
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the Ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Do you think this voice has answers about your magic?
She must. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning?
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Maybe there are other people down there with magic.
You're going to drag me down to the deep roads?
I will absolutely drag you with me wherever I look for answers. I'll check with my contacts in Orzammar. The minute they give me a lead, we'll go.
It's a date.
A date?
I mean, a pre-arranged time and place for a specific activity. Unless you wanted it to be a date?
I, shouldn't get ahead of myself. Who knows if my contacts will have anything to say.
Right. Let me know.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people. The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall carving. Keep an eye out. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the others.
Don't like the sound of that. That did it. We can get through now.
I got Blight on me. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats, so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them. For reinforcements.
Well, Rook, that goes to you. Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
No, that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the Shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
There it is, the hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door. Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
The Venatori could have magic that protects them. Or worse, they could be allied somehow.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
It's tomorrow.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
Interest you in
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
a middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Venatori, we're close.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
I know a Venatori ritual when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing. This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganon and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The risen gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can even trust you? Not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori and risen gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mayvaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mayvaris Talani, formerly Magister Mayvaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden. Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Did the Magisterium explain why the locals had a joint fire on the city?
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. I looked into you. An adventurous veil jumper, best known for discovering, then losing an invaluable map. I'd imagine that caused a certain resentment among your veil jumper superiors.
It's probably for the best, despite what some senior veil jumpers think. What we encountered in those ruins almost killed us all.
Explain to me how a veil jumper poking around in elven ruins unleashed the Blight.
We've been tracking a mage named Solas. He's actually several thousand years old. In elven mythology, he's known as Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf, god of lies.
That is a number of titles.
Well, Fen'Harel is elven for Dreadwolf, so that only counts as one, but yeah, you're not wrong. Anyway, he wanted to tear down the Veil and restore the ancient elven empire. We stopped his ritual.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solas, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elganon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil, they're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
No, please, you can't do that.
I assure you, I can.
I don't know how much time we have. The gods are doing something with the Blight. We need to stop them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Myvaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
So now what? The First Warden tried to have me locked up. I need the Wardens on my side.
Jowen Glastrom is not the Order. He's more politician than Warden.
No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solas's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time. There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solas was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I've been fidgeting with this thing since I picked it up, Varric. I know what it looks like.
That blighted chunk of lyrium is what started all this. In more ways than one. If I hadn't found it in the deep roads... You remember the story. One carved idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke loose.
It can't be the same one, can it?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true... If this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solas cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solas.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the First Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner. Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
Onward, Dweller.
I'm cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
What's this? Looks like an entryway? Wait. What happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade, more like a dream, or...
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solas, is that him?
Or a spirit posing as him.
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
Does he think I'm one of these spirits?
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
We've seen the past, when Solas sent this spirit army against the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
I've been called disruptive a time or two.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
These memories are real enough to sting. We're almost through to their citadel. The Evanuris know it.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them.
Death to all tyrants!
The gods send aid! This is as far as you go!
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me.
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached their citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solas, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solas didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanuris.
Maybe they would have volunteered to die for his cause, but he never asked.
The memories sort of condensed into that statuette. Maybe there's more to this.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
I know. But you showed up anyway.
Well, your letter was desperate.
Harding?
What? Aren't we desperate?
Let's hear what you've got to say.
The Elven gods are changing the Blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demeta's Crossing. They overran it with the Blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the Blight, we need Warden help.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
That the Elven gods are here, and... It's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves. It's... altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Exactly. Besides, even if you doubt me, you know Harding wouldn't lie.
That's not a reason to... I mean, I'm not lying. We're not lying.
We know. The question is what to do next.
If the First Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among Wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
I can do that, and you won't regret helping us.
Bonne chance, Rook.
We'll be in touch.
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
Easy, boy.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
We don't smell that bad. It's the 10.
Blight? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
He's got a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
Take that as a no.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own.
Those are Darkspawn.
Dead Darkspawn. These are part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
How do we get up that?
The Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention. Hassan, hit that!
Impressive. Did you teach him that?
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to protect them. Hold up. There's the...
I hate fighting darkspawn. Thought I could avoid them.
That's why it's a job for professionals. Remy, where are you?
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. The monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Hassan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. There's some kind of hold over them. I can hear the other Griffins. Let's get in there!
More Griffins!
We have to get them out of there.
Can't. Some kind of blood magic on these locks. It's okay, Hydus. Calm down. You... Yellow you want. You're not taking these Griffins. They're up there.
Their blood is mine.
So it can talk.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
And I'll collect, Warden, on both of you.
Leave these animals alone. They aren't yours.
They've always belonged to me. Mortal threats are a dull blade.
There are only 13 Griffins alive in Thetis. That monster just took 12 of them.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask, what's the catch?
I need a monster hunter. For the Blight to end all Blights.
The first Warden agreed to this?
He'd rather arrest us.
If you're lucky. He doesn't take kindly to being crossed. That takes some nerve.
The First Warden's fighting the wrong war?
Well, you did save Hassan back there, so you're no lightweight. And if you can help get the other Griffins back...
He likes the idea?
He's hoping you brought food. All right. Come on, Hassan. Let's get to know our new friends. So this is where you live, huh? In the Fade?
Yeah, it's cozy. And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you and Hassan a nice...
Rook!
What's wrong?
It's bad, Rook. Dea sent word. Treviso's under attack by a Blighted dragon.
Damn it. The one we saw at Demeter's Crossing.
It has to be.
Nev,
What is it?
We heard from the Viper right after the Crows. Another dragon is attacking Minrathous too.
It's... No.
You got back just in time.
All right. What do we know?
2 dragons at once has to be the gods behind it.
Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. My people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathous to burn?
Nev.
The Shadow Dragons will fight, right to the end of it. But we're the only ones keeping the Venatori in check. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage. They'll make a push for the throne, and hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
Is there any chance we can...
Damn it! There's no time! I need to go home. I need to be in Minrathous.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Rook?
We help Nev in Minrathous.
But the Treviso civilians...
Yeah, I know. I don't like it either. But if the Venatori take control of Tevinter, it's going to get a whole lot worse. That said, 2 of you should go to Treviso, see if you can help the Carnists get the civilians to safety. And we'll head to Minrathous.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive, all right? Dragons circling the Anderalis grounds. Gotta hurry!
Dragons here!
I was expecting it to be bad, but...
Nev has to be around here somewhere. Let's go!
Rook, you turned up. We could use the help.
The dragon's tearing up the city, and the Venatori are taking advantage of the chaos to seize control. I've heard they've made it all the way to the Archon's palace.
Forget the Venatori for now. We need to stop the dragon. We can't fight it while it's flying. We need to ground it. If we can keep it here, we can stop it from destroying the city.
All right. Let's see if I can get its attention.
Witness the handiwork of immortals! The gods should weaken them!
Give me power!
Chaos, decay, the past in ruin, and the last few mortal servants of the Dreadwolf.
Gillenane.
We need only one thing from you. Surrender it, and you may go. Give up the Dread Wolf's dagger.
Come get it.
By force, then. Whatever remains of you will become my new creations.
Covered with blighted.
That's unexpected. What should we do?
What we came to do.
Rook, get out there!
Now or never.
We have toyed with these morsels long enough. Your strength is needed elsewhere. Hear my voice and return.
It's gone, but it's wounded.
Gillenane will heal it. Then it'll come back stronger. If only we were faster. Or figured out its weaknesses a little quicker.
Or able to keep it grounded.
Take the win. Dragon's still out there, but it could have been worse. It would have been worse if you weren't here.
The dragon in Treviso. We could still help.
Let's go. Hold on, Lucanis. We're on our way. We chased away the dragon in Minrathous. Did you kill the one?
We did not.
That monster flew around the city for hours before it left, utterly out of reach.
It rained ice on the city and spread blight in the canals. Treviso survives for now, as do the crows. But
how bad is it?
bad. To what extent, I cannot say. We're still tallying what we've lost. And who.
Rook, you know Grey Wardens. Can they do anything about the Blighted canals?
Maybe not right away. They'll have their hands full with the gods.
Just send them word, please.
We will not be idle. There are people to save and Antam to be made examples of. The city must know who did this. Give us time, Rook. If you truly wish to help, the crows will have work.
The others, Nev, are they all right?
They are.
Then I can focus on Treviso. Once we find our footing, the blood of these gods will flow.
When last we spoke, you intended to assault the cruel and the corrupt, in hopes of finding servants of Elganan and Gillenane. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antam are working for Elganan and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antam want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
It's more than a promise this time. The Antam and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Venatori brought into Minrathous. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The blight. Of course.
The Blight seems to be the God's favorite tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganon would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the Blighted Dragons.
That is the fate Elganon and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
Right. Everyone should be free and uncorrupted when your demons and raw magic kill them.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their prison. It should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
So best guess, how many deaths? Hundreds? Thousands?
At least. Those deaths would have been on my conscience. But the world would once again be as it should be.
Oh, and here I was worried.
Many would have died, I know. But afterward, flowers would grow again.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man. All too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
I've got enough problems right now as it is. That's one for future Rook to deal with.
Pragmatism. You will focus on the present, knowing that someday you will face the consequences of your choices. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes. We found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganon's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them. Their leaders don't trust me right now, though.
I have faith in you, Rook. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
Solas thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
I wouldn't trust the Dreadwolf, but he's not wrong about us needing a dragon hunter. I've been a warden for a while. Seen some pretty awful things. But what the dragon did to Treviso? I'll never get that out of my head. Lucanus stayed. Said he'd be back soon, but at least you took care of yours.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
A dragon hunter would have helped him in Rathus, that's for sure.
That's hindsight talking. We didn't know a blighted dragon was coming, or that we'd need someone who could take it down.
We can't forget the second dragon in Treviso. We should see how we can help, but we're without Lucanus until he's done helping the crows. Who knows how long?
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Just so we're clear, you're taking advice from this elven god, Solas. The Solas who tried to tear down the veil? You really trust him?
He's been right about a lot of things. He knows how Elganon and Gillenane work. We need him.
As long as you're sure.
So, a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do. Let's get going.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravaini treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravain coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
What do you know about what's going on in Ravain right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solas. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravain, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Qun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravain like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
All right. Guess we'll be ready. I hope someone can. We don't want to fight another dragon without help.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Rook. I'm very much hoping you're Tosh.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vinsimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
I've got a good feeling about her. So, what's the plan exactly?
We need to lure the Vinsimer out of her lair. I set bait, she comes out to eat. My partners loot the lair while she's out here. We'll find the bait on the beach.
You said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vinsimer.
Yeah, blue with the yellow belly. Breathes lightning.
Oh, one that breathes lightning? I've heard stories.
We're not fighting her. Lords just want the horde in her lair. On Tom ahead. Be ready. They go hard. Watch yourself. They have gap on you.
So, you've got no problem fighting other Kunari?
I'm from Ravain. Not like I follow the Qun.
You've got the arm ropes?
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Antam don't follow the Qun either. Not anymore.
So what made you want to work with us?
I don't.
I thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
We're not fighting the dragon?
No. Vinsimers eat big game, usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like, poke around in its lair?
Right. So we lure her out, then the Lords go in and grab anything shiny.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're a dragon hunter.
I kill them when they need killing. This one doesn't. All right, beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we'd find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
How is the bait gonna find us?
I think that's the last of them. Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner. Good. She'll like it. And this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn up there. Come on, she'll be here soon.
So, we held up our end of the bargain?
You did okay. So, what do y'all do?
Right now, we're trying to take down evil god monsters and their blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However it's happening, the gods are using the Blight to force dragons to attack people.
That's messed up. Somebody needs to stop them. There you go. A Tuskari.
Where are we headed?
That old Grey Warden fort. Anton might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
She responds to the horn?
This time.
You've fed her before then?
Took a while to get her used to it.
It sounds like you got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon.
Someone built an entire fortress and then left it empty?
This used to be a big Grey Warden outpost. They left after the Darkspawn stopped.
Yep, that's the Antom.
Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing. Shit. More Antom. Not even supposed to be here!
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey! I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benari Bala. Atash Martarost, Asitarala. Kyuto. Tarala.
Come on!
Someone follow up! That's a win.
So, you breathed fire.
Yeah?
But how?
Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
Does she know we're trying to help?
No, she's pissed.
We don't have to fight her, do we?
We can run. I don't think she'll chase us.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted, another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Wonderfully done, Tosh. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
It almost looks like a rune. Does it do anything?
Shit, I hope not.
It conveys knowledge. While not as impressive as a magical explosion, it can still change the world.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Kunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
We're looking for a good dragon hunter. That would be you?
Yeah?
Our contact here said you'd agree to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tosh. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam. I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Your mother doesn't mince words. I like that.
Yeah, she's a lot.
Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
So why do the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon hordes.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
So they're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old Elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably.
I don't read Elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
That sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
You've got the right idea going across the ceiling. Varric and I ran into an old elven puzzle once while we were hunting for Solas. There were these talking statues.
Riddles?
One only lied, one only told the truth, I think.
Ugh. What'd you do?
Varric gave them an autographed copy of his book. Turns out he's really popular in the Fade.
Nice.
Feel free to use the ancient elven artifacts for weight training, but nothing leaves with you, okay?
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
I mean, aren't you, though?
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my mother does with the Kunari stuff.
So, your mother appraises Kunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is, how much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The Lords send that stuff back to the Kunari in Parvalin. They pay the Lords a finder's fee.
I hope the Lords of Fortune have a similar arrangement with the Dalish.
Yep. Dalish guy named Shiv. He tells us what's probably cursed and what's important to his people.
And Shiv doesn't mind your people robbing Dalish tombs?
We don't rob tombs. Only assholes rob tombs. We rob old armories and crap. Sometimes the Dalish warn us off a ruin. Sometimes they ask us for help getting in. The Lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kantar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Kunari history. The Lords gave her work.
How does the Ravani Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us. But that was before the Antam invaded Ravane.
And now Ravane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the Pirate Armada. It's bigger than Ravane's official navy. But we're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
We should do this again. Grab a drink. Share our tallest tales.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Nah.
Alright. Just let me know when. Okay, Balara, what's your lead on getting us a Fade expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings.
Rook! So, we need a Fade expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now, he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a Fade expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
Very.
I see. Balara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, a Fade expert and powerful psychagogue.
Where can I find him?
The professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately, they grow restless.